guys, welcome back to my show. I'm trying something new today. I'm trying to stand up and have more movement. The camera's kind of close, so maybe next time I'll put it back a little bit. But right now, I want to tell you about my big book I just read. I want to give it a review. During my book reviews, I'll give it 1 through 10, and I'll tell you why. It's just my personal review of the book. It's not a wrong or right review. It's not a bashing review. It's why I gave that book review. It's my reasons for giving it a book review on what I like and everything else. So the first book I've read that's going to start off this book series is The Alchemist. I've never heard anything about The Alchemist. I didn't know anything about the book, but apparently it's a very popular book. It's written by Paulo Coelho. I hope I said his name right. Sorry, forgive me if I didn't. And so it's a really good book. I'm late to the music because apparently everybody read this book. He was even on Oprah, Ellen, everything like that. So he was on a lot of shows. So I researched it after I read the book. The reason I read the book because my boyfriend suggested, and I'm trying to get more into reading. From just staring at my phone and computer all day, I wanted to read more books. Even though I'm reading it on my phone and iPad, so I'm still staring at electronics all day. So it was a good read. I haven't read a full book since I graduated college, so it was a refresher. The book starts off talking about a sheep shepherd. His name is Santiago. They only say his name one time during the book, and after that, he is known as the boy during the whole book. And it talks about him traveling life and trying to find his personal legend. And what that is and what that means, it explains it through the book. So he has the dreams and his premonitions that he's going to find gold. And he's so determined that not necessarily gold, but treasure. And he's so determined, he sells his sheep and he goes on this journey to find this gold. And as he goes on this journey, he meets someone called the Alchemist. Now, the whole book is basically about finding your personal legend and what you're going to do to find your personal goals in life, and what basically everybody has a purpose in this lifetime. And it is up to you to figure out what it is and go after it. And during this journey of him trying to find his treasure, he meets so many different kind of people. He meets he's a glass crystal maker. He meets that guy who has a dream and a legend, but he gets comfortable into making glassware and things like that. So he never goes to his journey on what he wants to do. And he meets these type of same kind of people that haven't either decided to follow their legend or haven't decided. Everybody has a story that helps him, guides him through his story, through his journey to get to his goal in life. So it's a really good book because it basically says that if you are really wanting something and you really hope for it and you really work for it and you go after it, everything in the universe will conspire with you to get you what you need. Now, you can use that in real life on how you see different people. And, let me finish the story before. So, in this book, he goes on a journey and he finds it. I don't want to tell you the end of it. And he ends up going to where he wants to find his personal legend. So he ends up going to the pyramids. He thought his goal was to go to the pyramids. And it's a twist of fate. But I will say he found his treasure and his legend in a different way. But not what he expected. But he had no regrets because he tried and he went all the way to the pyramids, crossed the desert to get his goal. He was determined to get his treasure. He just had it burning in his soul that he was going to get this treasure. He ended up getting treasure, but not what you think it is. But it's such a great story. I think it's a very motivational story it's fictional, that you can use throughout life. Santiago, the boy, is very inspiring. He meets the alchemist, which guides him, which I kind of look at the Alchemist. If you want to look at him in real life, I kind of look at the Alchemist as, you know how you have mentors, maybe a pastor, a parent, a teacher. He is that. So, but it's basically a story about finding who are you meant to be in life. What's your purpose? And how far are you willing to go for your purpose? How much are you willing to suffer from your purpose? Or is fear going to hold you back? Is comfortability going to hold you back? What's holding you back for finding your personal legend? What's holding you back from doing what's in your heart, in your fire? Talk to me. Let me know down in the comments. And so that's just my little paraphrasing of what I thought of the book. I try to refrain from giving too much details. I do have a few quotes that I really like. And this is one quote that I want to leave you guys with before I rate the book. When something evolves, everything around that thing evolves as well. And I love that quote because when you evolve as a person, everything around you will evolve too. People around you will evolve, your atmosphere will evolve, your way of thinking will evolve. Everything will evolve when you are growing, and we can't be scared of growth. I feel like I've been going through that. I moved to LA 2 years ago, and I'm moving around and changing my ideas on modeling and everything. Everything is evolving. The people around me are evolving, changing. The atmosphere is changing, everything, and I couldn't be more blessed. So I really like that was a quote in the book. So for me personally, because of the type of person I am, I'm a very motivational speaker. I'm not a speaker. I'm very motivational. I love inspiration and things like that. So I'm going to give this book a 10. I think it has a good storyline, especially because it's fictional, so it still does have a good storyline. But it's kind of like a folk tale. I feel like all cultures, no matter where you're from, has folk tales that you pass on from one generation to the next. And that's what I like. It feels like a folk tale that you can use in real life, and it can inspire you in real life. So that's what I like about it. And I like that it's inspiration. What is your purpose in life? Are you gonna go follow your purpose? Are you scared to follow your purpose? Do you just want to be comfortable? Some people miss out on their purpose because they want to be comfortable in life. And that kind of brings me back to my whole thing about jobs and career. Are you at that job because you're comfortable? Are you in that relationship because you're comfortable? Are you around in that household because it's comfortable? What are you going to do? Are you really going to find who you are, find your purpose, and do it. And do you have any bad behaviors that you refuse to change because you're comfortable? Do you sleep in late? Do you not exercise? Do you not change your diet? Do you not go out because you're scared to meet people? Do you have abusive behavior and you don't want to change because you think that's just who I am? Are you mean to people? Do you smile every day? How do you greet people? How do you wake up every day? You have to figure out what type of person you're going to be, and don't make excuses in life. So I'm going to rate it a 10. You guys can read it. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about my review. And my next book I'm going to read, I can't wait. I'm going to introduce that in the next video. Thank you guys so much for your time. Tell me what you think. Love ya. Bye.